Hello everybody, my name is Zeus, welcome to my channel, hope you're doing good. Today we're doing the last Weird Striker thing of the year 2024. Oh my goodness, it's been a long year. We've had so many suggestions, we've had 3 pages full of them now, but that's not why we're here. Well, we are here for that, because today's episode is a bit of a special one, because we've got 3 suggestions, 3 simulations to run in one video, and that would be weird. Well, to be fair, I might run a 4th one, because I might be interested in this, but today we got 3 different YouTube comments from 3 different people about 3 different players, which you can now see on screen. Click the playlist that's now in the top right hand corner, where you can see all the Weird Striker thing videos, from the first one to the current one that you're watching. Probably, if that's how it works. Not entirely sure. But yeah, today we're doing Tim Schreiber, Romano Postema, and Juninho. All of which are comments that I've found. 3 of them, they will all be playing in not this formation, but a similar formation where there's 2 defense deep lying forwards, but a 4-3-3. This might score more. We've got all of them in one team, just to show you what it might look like if they're in one team. I actually might run this and see how well this does, but I will run all of these separately as well, so we'll get an actual score on the boards of individual performances. But I might run this too. We've got first off Romano Postema, who looks like this. He comes from Groningen in the Netherlands. Was on loan to Roda JC Kurda and is a kind of striker who is... There's nothing really interesting about him. His current ability is 107 to 124, which is not so bad. He's 21, so I guess he's fine. The next person is Tim Schreiber, a goalkeeper from Kiel. Holstein Kiel. Oh, actually, technically it's Red Bull Leipzig on loan to Holstein Kiel. £190,000 was paid. I should really say that we paid we had offers, made the offers out. 1.5 million was accepted, and we paid that. Tim Schreiber, similarly, £190,000 was accepted, and we got him for that. We had to cheat them in, but, you know, whatever. And then, finally, I mean, to be fair, Schreiber's a goalkeeper who looks like this. A very decent goalkeeper for 21, I guess. He looks like this. 100 current ability and 136 potential. We'll see how he does. And then, finally, Juninho, who looks like that. Very fast. He's pretty quick, but apart from that, not much about him either. He came from Karabag in the Azerbaijan League, or previously at Chavez, if you haven't got the updated database, which is, there you go. £70,000 is what we offered, even though they paid $425,000. It was somehow accepted. Don't ask how. I don't know. Okay, genuinely not a clue. So when it was accepted, they said, "Oh, I can't sign a new contract. I just signed here." We cheated him over for 70 grand. All 3 of which will be playing as the advanced forward, but one of them will be playing as the advanced forward, at least in this position here where Schreiber is currently located. And we'll simulate every one of these individually, but I will also simulate this one to see how well they do. We have a table. This is what it looks like. They'll be on page 3. How many goals do I think each of them will score? Well, I'm going to go for the lowest one, will probably be 2, and that'll be Schreiber. But the most I think we'll get is 16, and I think that might be from Postema. He looks a bit of a better player than Juninho, so I'm going to go for Postema to get 16. I don't know what Juninho will get. Probably 12. Probably. Not entirely sure. And I'll also put a table up of how much they'd score in this formation, like together, and see what happens then, what we get. I'm also going to turn Unstackable on for this one, just to see the entire season, if that makes sense. If not, don't worry about it, but we'll simulate all 3 of these seasons, and I'll come back to you at the end in this game here, this one that you'll see now, and just see how many goals each of them scored, which I'll put on screen at the end of each one, I guess. I don't know how I'll do that one yet, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll simulate the entire season of 3 players and see how we do, so we'll be back shortly. And at the end of this season, we can see that Erling Haaland's got 57. We're at the top of the table, but none of that matters because we're here to see Juninho, who scored 20 in 37. Wow, that's actually pretty good. 37 appearances, 20 goals, 2 assists, 0 player matches even, sorry, and a 7.01 rating. We'll have a look at where that puts them at the end of the video, but right now let's move on to Tim Schreiber. It's now time for the goalkeeper dude So let's see how well he did. Well, in this simulation, Erling Haaland scored 49. We finished in 5th and somehow didn't get fired. Don't ask how. I have no idea. I guess because FA Cup final against Bournemouth, perhaps. But yeah, Erling Haaland 49 goals. But we're not here for that. Technically, we're here to see how Tim Schreiber did. Let's have a look. He has 30. Oh, 38 and 0. That's not the full story. Yes, 38 and 0. 1 goal. He's got a goal. He's got 1 goal. 38 games, 1 goal, 6.55 average rating. Moving on to our final player of this video, Romano Postema. How well did he do? Well, firstly, we can see that Erling Haaland got 46 goals in this one, 88 points in first place. But how did Romano Postema do? He scored 13 and 37. 37 games, 13 goals, 4 assists, 6.89 rating. Oof. Well, let's get back to the main 3-1 and we'll discuss the table there. So, how did all of our players do? Well, let's have a look at the table and find out. As you can see on page 1, we have Juninho with 20 goals on page 1. That's very nice. On page 2, you'll see that Romano Postema is there. Romano Postema even. And then it's a bit of a jump. It's a bit of a jump to the newly created page 4, where you'll see Tim Schreiber with 1 goal. What a waste of time, but I know what you're asking. I know what you're about to ask. How did they do in this formation where they're all advanced forwards and there's no Erling Haaland? Well, let's find out now, shall we? And we're back at the end of the season. As you can see, somehow, despite putting him on the bench, Erling Haaland is our top goal scorer. It's just fucking insane. He's got to be the best striker in the world. He has to be. I mean, I can prove it to you here. If you see down here, 5 league appearance starts, 28 off the bench, 32 goals. What the fuck? But how did the other 3 do? The other 3 players, Romano Postema scored 10 in 38. Juninho scored 11 in 36. And Schreiber scored... Oh, right, yeah, I have to go. 4 in 35. So that's how they do if you put them into one team, all as advanced forwards, and not have Erling Haaland as a starting 11 person and just let him come off the bench. I mean, even Foden scored more goals than half of these people. Christ above. That's just insane. Well, there you go. That's all we have time for you for this week. And in fact, for this year. This is the last video of the year. Hope you enjoy your new year. Have a good time. Be safe. Don't do stupid things with fireworks. But yes, Happy New Year. Hope you've enjoyed. If you've made it this far through the video, I would say please consider leaving a subscribe. It really does help, and leave a like as well. And leave your suggestions down below, and if you want another one of these at some point, let me know. I guess we could make it a monthly thing, I don't know, or bi-monthly, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, do all that. Click the videos that now appear, the subscribe button on the right, and until next time, bye for now.